Yo, it's Jedi,
And it's your boy Smitty,
and it's the motherfucking committee, and we back with episode
number 4.
number 4. Damn, man, we dripping galore in this motherfucker, man.
Yes, sir. 4 for 4.
Yes, sir. Come to Wendy's, bitch.
Hey, yes, sir. Yes, sir. You guys know the vibe. You catch the motion in the ocean. Y'all know what's good. Y'all know what's gooning. And we are tuning into this episode of the podcast. So, how you been living, man? How you been chilling?
Bro, I've been living life graciously, bro. I just been really First off, I just been working hard as fuck. So that shit been like, and then my only piece from there been fucking skating, bro. Getting off work, and I'd be like, I ain't going outside.
I ain't going outside today.
I said that, I was like, I ain't going outside today. Guess what my dumb ass did? I went the fuck outside and skated. But that shit is like therapy, bro. So that's been my therapy for these last...
That's like some meditation, bro. You know, like, especially like you go out and do it by yourself, you know, because it's like you really just like in your own world, you know, you're in your own thoughts. Like you can really just like focus on, you know, you. And I feel like when you're like skating, at least like when you're just like riding, like, yeah, you have like thoughts like, we'll dodge here, like go here. But like you're really just like in your own little world, you know, thinking about like random shit, bro. So,
Hell
like,
yeah,
it's
man.
a real good time to like clear your mind. No doubt.
Hell yeah, man. Like, other than that, bro, like, women problems. But I ain't worried about that, though, you know?
Never. You got 99 problems.
But a bitch ain't one. I tell you that much.
Yes, sir.
Anything that walks, you know, let's give these people some mantras, man. Let's give these
some mantras.
Let's give them some motivation today, man. I want to let y'all know, man. Something walks out of your life. It's either it's meant to come back or it ain't meant at all. You know, and I'm not only talking about girls. I mean, money's gonna come and go.
It fluctuate.
You know, the drip gonna come and go sometime, but you gotta get it back. Cause see, I had the drip 2016. I used to tell my man Smitty about this all the time.
Yeah.
You know, I was dropping every Friday. Had the little big buzz a little bit, you know, not a big buzz, not a major platformish kind of buzz, but I had a good thing going. And then I figured like, hey, I could stop. And I stopped. But
can't never stop.
Didn't mean that music wasn't meant to be out of my life.
Facts.
Because that shit walked right back in.
That's just, you know, the juice is temporary. The sauce eternal.
Yep. The sauce is eternal.
You know, like, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Now, you're definitely right about that. I had to throw that in there. I needed that because that kind of speaks for
what you were saying.
What I was saying, and I would have forgot them. I did forget to mention that because at the end of the day, even though I had it a little bit back then, doesn't mean that I can't. That doesn't mean that I don't have it now, and that I can't get back to where I was on the things that I'm doing now, the things that we're doing now, because we're a team, you know. So I always include my man Smitty. It's Jedi and Smitty.
Yo.
You know, that was my fucking thought for the fucking album name, man. Jedi and Smitty, man. Because why can't leave my nigga out? Here. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
What you got for him, man? What kind of motivation you got for him, man?
Dude, I heard this. Dude, mine's pretty deep, bro. It's pretty philosophical, man. Not to say that yours wasn't, because yours was definitely very deep as well. Like that's a quote to live by, bro. Like, you know, the sauce is eternal, but the juice is temporary. You know, like you can
have anything that walks out of your life is either not meant to be,
it's not meant to
or
be,
that shit meant to come,
back.
or it's gonna come back. It's gonna find your way back to you, man. Don't trip about that shit.
Like, see, that's like a good mantra. I don't know if mine is specifically like a mantra, but it's more just something that like that I heard that really, dude, it opened my perspective to something a lot, bro. So it's talking about dopamine, right? And for anybody out there that doesn't know what dopamine is, so dopamine is a receptor in your brain that causes pleasure. And by doing certain activities, you release this dopamine, and it releases pleasure in your brain. Where when you like play a video game, it's going to release that dopamine, right? But like if you go do your homework, that's not going to have that same release, you know? So that's why it's so easy to get attached to just like playing a game for like 4 hours and not doing what you need to do.
Facts. All facts.
And how that sort of correlates is this, like, so it talks about, this dude was talking about moments of happiness and moments of sadness, and it talked about how to live in the present and be very present in the moment that you're in, and to enjoy, like, what moment you're in life, because life goes by so fast that you need to just sit there and enjoy what's happening right then. And like a good way that he sort of put it was, so think about a time in your life when you were down bad and you were super, just like, you were like depressed, bro. You were like really upset with yourself, or like you were like, fuck, how am I gonna make it out of this, you know, right? And like we've all had those moments, bro. Like everybody's had those moments. And think about that, and think about your moments of joy when you, sure, yeah, when like think about your moments of joy when you're like ecstatic, you know, when like when your money's right, or like when you just get a new, like, for example, you just get a new piece of music gear, or like you just make some crazy like beat, for example, and you know, that's like going insane, right? That feeling that you're feeling right then, that joy, right? That's the same you that was feeling all depressed and sad, you know, in the past or whatever, or in the future, or let's even put it vice versa, where let's say you're sad in that moment, you got to remember back to that you being sad right there is the same you that maybe literally the day before you could have been doing something and been the happiest person ever. Like, and here's what it, like, here's another way to say it, right? You could have not, for example, you could have not sold a beat, right? Or you could have not gotten that deal, or whatever, you know, you're aspiring for. I'll put it in simple terms like this, you know, like a beat and landing a placement, right? You could be producing for 2-3 years and not have a single beat land, or not have a single placement with an artist, and think like, bro, like why is this not working out? Why is this not happening? And be just like super down, dumps, and like super depressed, right? And just like feel like giving up. But literally the next day you could get a placement, and then you're gonna be the happiest person ever, bro. You're gonna be so ecstatic. You're gonna be like, oh my god, I finally did this like goal after like for 3 years, or like 2 years, or however long, you know, like, and it just shows the differentiation. Like the next day, you know, you could feel like that. So,
Excuse me.
oh, you're all good. And it like even goes back to like vice versa. You know, you could be happy one day and then very sad the next, but you still got to remember, like, that's the same you. And like at the end of the day, you dictate how you feel. You know, like you really do. Like you got the capacity to overcome that. It doesn't matter what other people really like I know everybody say like it don't matter what people say, but it really don't, bro. Like you wake up and you start feeling sad and shit, like you're gonna be sad, you know.
Facts. You know, it's funny, bro, because I can like I love that one, bro. Like I love that one. That one definitely means a lot, bro, because
Appreciate it.
I can almost remember that. Well, I could fully remember this one day that, you know, I overcame some shit because
yeah,
just by thinking about that, you know what I'm saying? Damn, repeat it one more time because
it was so you got to think about moments where
think about
being in the moment, because you could think about those moments where you were at your worst, you know, and then think about moments where you were at your best. And you have to realize that that person is the same person, you know. It's very like I know that sounds super obvious and straightforward, but like when you really start to get the cog turning and think about that thought, like you are the same you when you're sad, it's like super down in the dumps, and when you are ecstatic, you know. You just have to be aware of your emotions and check yourself sometimes.
Yep.
Like
That's deep,
like
bro.
seriously check yourself, you know. Like especially if like you're in a moment where it's like you get some negative energy coming in, or you're like, or like you, because like bro, everybody has those thoughts, bro. Everybody talk about them dark thoughts, you know. Every human being got it, especially with the world that we live in.
Facts, bro. It's a mean world, bro, and that shit.
No doubt, because like a lot of that shit really desensitize us to a lot of stuff. So like you have to be very aware of that, and just even from that, like you for real do gotta check yourself, bro, and your emotions. Like you got that negative energy coming in, or you got one of them bad thoughts, bro. Like for example, like I can't cap, bro. I think I talked about this in podcast previous, where like I'll have those thoughts where I'm just like, bro, like why am I even making beats, you know? Or like not even why am I making them, just like damn, bro, like I'm not gonna be like a super producer, or like I'm not gonna be like it's like a household name as a producer, like where like every other producer who's at the level I'm at now, you know, like eventually end up knowing me type of shit. Like I'm not gonna be it there, and then like your mind just gotta be like, what the fuck, like why are you thinking that, you know? You gotta like for real like check yourself on that, and then like cause bro, your thoughts really got power, bro.
Hell
So
yeah.
much power.
I done been in some shit where I was like, I remember one time, one of the funniest moments of my life, bro. I was fucking crying.
Yeah.
Like I was crying. And that's what I was gonna like say that, but I had to make sure that like this situation actually correlated with that quote that you did. Like living in the moment is definitely like, bro, because I was sitting there crying about some shit, bro. I'm not gonna lie, and it take a lot for me to cry.
Yeah.
I was really going through some shit. I was crying. But I wasn't like, boo-hoo. But it was like, you know, shit just gets you sometimes. You just like,
Yeah, bro. It take a lot for
you know what I'm saying? And it just come down and, you know what I'm saying? It be happening, bro. So I'm crying. And then, I don't know, I was drunk too. I was drunk. Like, I was drunk, definitely, bro. The mix. And I just told myself, I was like, what you crying for, nigga? Like, I threw on some music. And I was like, you a real I just, like, kept on, like giving, like feeding myself motivation. Now more that I think about it, like I just kept on just saying random shit like, you gonna get this money, like like you a real nigga,
just like hyping yourself
like
up,
just hyping myself up, tears coming down my eyes. I'm like, you gonna get this money, you know, like shit like that, bro. And it just worked for me, bro. Like I instantaneous just kind of changed my mindset about it. Like you don't have to think this way, bro, because if you keep thinking this way, you're gonna stay this way. And then one time I had read, like, well, not read, but I had saw like a similar thing, like a similar video, and the guy was just like, I think I told you about it, Rel Chosen. I told you about that dude Rel Chosen. That dude changed my life, bro.
Dude on talk, right?
Yes, sir. I was watching one of this nigga videos, and he said that he was like, a lot of the times we be focused on the past. You can't physically go back to the past. We focus on the future. Oh, what's gonna happen in the future? Or blah blah blah. Like, I mean, sometimes it's good to plan ahead and shit like that. But think about it, like, my birthday is February 5th next year. So for me to be like, oh, my birthday, you know, shit, my birthday about to come up. I gotta think about what I'm doing for my birthday. That's that's realistically too far fetched, because that's like so far from now. Like I might see something new within the span of 2 weeks and be like, yo, I want to go there or some shit like that. So it's like, living in the present moment and just figuring out, like, all right, what I have to tackle now, like, what am I doing now? What am I doing in the now? It's like that's
very important as well. But like, I don't want to say this is even devil's advocate, but just to play like the role of the other side a little bit and just give some like other perspective on this, man. Like for example, you say that that February 5th from today, I think today's April 7th, 2023. So February 5th, 2024. Yeah, that's technically, that's far away, right? In terms of actual days and how it feel. But think about how fast that shit really, like, realistically gonna be here, you know? And like, that doesn't mean like yes, you have to be present in the moment, but plan for the future, you know? Because like, that plan, if you really stick to it and manifest it and work towards it and put like genuinely 100% of your energy and thoughts towards that, more than likely, more or not is going to, become reality. It's gonna make itself true. Like it's so like for example, I definitely recommend like planning out like 5 years in the future, because a lot of people they have that notion of like, oh, it's 5 years from now, that's so far away, but 5 years really ain't that far. I'm 22. In 5 years, I'll be 27. And like that sounds crazy to say, but bro, I remember like fucking 4 years ago. When I was damn 18. Like I really remember when I was 18 thinking about like, bro, I remember when I was, man, I wonder when I'll be 22, or I think when I'll be 21, and like it was real interesting, bro, because there was plans that like I manifested for myself in 2019 that I was like, oh, when I turn 21, like I'm gonna be here, or I'm gonna be doing this, right? And they ain't come to fruition. But then I was like, oh man, like that's just bullshit because it ain't come to fruition. But then I was like, I really sat down and thought about it. I was like, nah, bro, like let me hold myself accountable, because like I didn't stick to my manifestation goal that I set for myself. Like sometimes I'll be setting myself like things. I'll say like, okay, like this will only happen if I don't do this, or if this like occurs, or if I do this set amount of times, or if like, you know what I mean? Like and like sometimes like I don't even know, bro. Like it really be happening that way. Like if I say like, all right, like this will happen, or let's say, okay, I'll say like X will happen because I won't do Y for a week, right? And this is just all exemplatory, Let's say I actually end up not doing Y for a week. Sometimes X ends up happening, more or not, because I don't know, dude. It's just like, it's that instinctive thoughts that you have that like, and those instinctive thoughts, once you can really tap into them, that's the most you that because that's how you know how you operate. And when you really can tap into those instinctive natural thoughts and recognize what it is and then take action of they come to fruition, because like it's those thoughts that you most know about yourself. So if you know how to achieve something if you know how you can achieve something, right? Like for example, it's just like, if I know my body is thirsty, I'm gonna get some water, you know it translates into the same way with thoughts. If I know this instinctive thought, it's like a gut feeling, people say. If I know that that's how I can do something, and that gut feeling comes up, you might question it at first, and it works, dude. It's crazy, because like I can translate this even to chess, bro, and it's like it talks about how chess like really defines life as well, dude. And it's crazy how many life lessons I've learned from just playing that game, because it works in the same way, man. Like whereas like you can define that same lesson towards chess of like if you God, dude, what, I can't even fucking remember what track I was on. It was like, if you stick towards X, you can, if you set yourself a goal as X, and you say like you won't do Y, then you'll more than likely achieve X. Like knowing yourself, like that is so crucial, man. It's super crucial to understand yourself, because it's I don't know. And those gut feelings, I exactly remember where I was gonna go now, because like dude, those gut feelings that you get when you can tap into that and realize what it is. Like I said, take action, and it's the same thing in chess. Like I'll have a gut feeling towards a move that I should do that looks like the right move, and then I'll start to realize and I'll question it though. I'll go like, oh, I don't know, right? I question the gut feeling, and then I start looking at the board at other moves. Oh, is this right? Ooh, should I go here? And I start calculating elsewhere. And then it's funny, because I'll do 5 minutes of calculation, right? And then I'll just do the first move I thought of in the first 2 seconds, after 5 minutes of calculation. But I still thought of that move in the first 2 seconds, so I could have saved all that time, technically. Yeah. Whereas like, you sit there and you plan and calculate and see if it works, right? Whereas like you could have just gone with your gut and followed it and know what works and achieved more. And sometimes you fail doing that, right? And in chess, sometimes you fail doing that because your gut isn't always right. But once you know what you're doing, like, and it's the same thing in chess. Once you know what you're doing, your gut's not gonna lie to you. When it knows what's right and what's wrong. So like that shit, it's like, and that it's crazy how I can take that and translate it to chess, and it's the same, like, the same type of thing, man. It's super interesting and really cool, I think.
Nah, but you're right though, bro. I feel like
I'm sorry, I just went off on a tangent. Yeah, man.
Nah.
Let me give you some room to speak, bro.
Nah, you're right. Cause I feel like definitely it's nothing wrong with like kinda, like I said, like it's nothing wrong with planning ahead.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean, I feel like the example I gave was like kind of weird because it kind of made it look like I mean, like I would plan, like, for instance, like,
yeah, no, I see what you're saying, but like
boom,
the
boom.
example you
But,
gave
like,
was
things
still
like
good,
that,
like especially towards like what the idea that you were trying to get across. I just said what I said just to add a little sprinkle of information on top of that,
Nah, because you definitely played devil's advocate there. You caught me a little bit. I was like, damn, like, because I hadn't thought about that. But, like, just for instance, like, for people that be thinking about, like, oh, next week is, like, such and such at the club. Oh, I'm gonna wear this. I'm gonna wear that. I'm gonna doom. You just never know. Like why not just wait until that Friday, get ready, be like, you know what? I'm gonna throw this dress on, or I'm gonna throw these kicks on with these jeans and get bowing out.
See, that's like hyper planning. I feel like you know, that's a different degree. I feel like if you should plan like that, you need to plan more in the future with hyper planning. Because I feel like that makes it more obtainable. And a lot of people would beg to differ. They say it makes it seem less obtainable, but I disagree, bro. Like it gives you, like, think about, like, goals are literally just your dreams with a time frame.
Most definitely.
And that's a real good quote, bro. That's just a fire ass quote, man. Man, bro, like what you were saying, like definitely applied to.
Can I use that book?
Yeah, for sure. Like what you were trying to get across, though. Like so it makes sense, man. Oh, that's like I used that. Yeah, that was like my bookmark.
Oh, you know what? Because I thought that would. I know that's like for this. I'm like, I don't want to fuck that shit up.
It don't matter.
So Smitty produces beats, plays the fucking drums, and has a fucking guitar.
Yes, sir.
So now
just got the guitar.
Question of the day.
Yeah.
Is, do you actually use that little fucking thing, or do you only use your fingers for the guitar?
I use both.
Use both? Yeah. And what do you feel more comfortable using?
My fingers.
Your fingers?
Yeah.
Because do you feel like more in tune with like the notes and shit like that?
Like, so just I'm more comfortable with using my fingers because, so like I said, I did percussion. I play keys too. So like I have real good like real good like finger independence. I need to work on the ring a little bit, but like I can like
oh, excuse me, damn.
Like I can do like certain taps and shit like that with my fingers. Like I got better independence, so I can play like much more rhythmical shit. Like here, like pass me the guitar for a second.
Like while it's plugged up?
It don't matter. It's a long enough chord.
Ooh.
It's okay. Okay, so like one good example is like on this one piece, there's like, and then like right here, like I can really like play this rhythmical part with my fingers. Just see like how like this is like that sort of like and I can just like feel that independence more, and then just do like a. You know, whereas like with the pick, you have to like hold it with these two fingers and then strum up and down differently. Whereas like, so you can't really control like yes, you can control multiple strings at a time, but it's harder, man. It's definitely harder. I've been practicing these, just like different chords, you know, like all that shit, my guy.
You know what's funny?
Appreciate you.
Rolling
What's
up
that?
on this fucking paper, on this book.
Yeah.
It reminded me of like school days, because I remember when I used to like, when I was in like school and shit, after school we would be like, wherever we go to smoke, we'll just like whip out whatever kind of book we had in our book bags,
like the
and
science
just like
textbook.
just start and it'll look cool as fuck, bro. Taking pictures of it and everything, just because of how the background look with the weed and everything.
It'd be like trippy,
funny as
bro.
hell.
Facts. Them like learning, but facts. That is a trippy cover for the book, bro. That shit be like hard.
Is.
It's like the guitar, like it's like the actual like fretboard, but it just go off in the distance.
It's like a fucking road.
Facts. It's literally called fretboard roadmap.
Oh shit.
Facts. That shit. That shit funny as fuck, bro.
I about to say, I see the little signs.
Yeah, and then it's got like the steering wheel down there. That shit crazy.
Shit.
Yeah, like bro driving on it for real. Facts. And it's like an old book too, bro. Like this was one of my dad's like guitar books from like the 80s or the 70s.
Your dad. So your dad's into music and shit too?
Yeah.
So what made him start working for What made him stop?
What made him do what he did?
Yeah.
That's just he's always been into music. Like for example, like he just kind of did the same thing that I did. Like in terms of like in high school, I'd say like he did the drum line, did jazz band. You know what I mean? He was like first chair. He was the drum captain. Like, and I went and you know like I guess like my dad is definitely one of my inspirations, bro. So I just went and I like did for real like the same shit. You know, I just went like did the drum captain. I went with like first chair. You know, I was doing the snare drum. I was like playing jazz band, drum set. You know, all that shit. Like, and then I went and did the same thing in college. Like. And, you know, my dad's story just, like, you know, just, like, kind of, like, life just happened, you know? And just, like, he just stopped doing music, like, ended up joining the Navy. And, because, like, he was never really, like, he didn't really get into, like, the, like, music production, you know, like, working with DAWs and shit. He was always on, like, the classical side and that shit. And like, back when he was growing up, it was a lot different, you know? And, like, you needed a lot of money to pursue a production career in that day and age. And like my dad grew up like super poor, bro. So it's bro, he for real got like a super inspirational story, man. Like both my parents grew up like very poor, bro. Like so they're definitely like big inspirations to me because they've came up for real.
Yes, sir.
So it's just like it's pretty tough, man. But aside from that, like, you know, it just like that like made me also pursue like music and shit, you know, and I was just kind of like surrounded by it, you know, like because my dad had like the guitar, he always had his guitar, and like I've always been drumming, bro. Like I got a photo on my phone where I was like 2 years old, bro. I'm holding drumsticks, you know, like, and then like I got this one photo, I don't know where it is. It's somewhere in this like area, but I got like a photo of like me and this drummer from this one band called Lighthouse back in the day, like, and I was like 6, bro, and I didn't even know that like I was gonna be on the drum line, do drum and shit and all this. It was just like manifesting, you know, before I even knew what it was, really. Shit crazy. And like I think about like back when I was drumming, bro, I remember back in like 2015 2016 I was watching like beat making videos, bro, before I even knew they were like beat making videos. Like real shit. I wish I could find this dude's channel now, bro, but it's so lost in the sauce, bro. It would be like 3-minute videos like how to make specific type beats, and like they would be so hard too, and bro would be like funny, you know. It would be funny, bro. He'd be like, all right, make sure to always add the sub bass, you know, for that low ass thump, and then it would play like ooh, ooh, ooh. And then he'd be like, all right, make sure to get that snare drum clapping. And it would like show the pattern, you know, of like what he did. And like he would go through every single part. And then like even for the melody, he'd be like, all right, write a little like melodic chord in A flat minor that, you know, start to go like boo doo 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 boo 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 doo doo, and then like he'd like play some shit like that, and then like at the end of the video it'd just be like final beat, and then it'll like play the whole shit. It was pretty cool, bro. It was like that shit was for like ahead of its time, bro, because like people be doing the same thing now and like getting views off it, and bro was doing this in like 2015, 2016.
Damn, that's dope, bro.
Facts. Like I wish I could find bro's channel, like, and just like know who he is, because I bet you he's like some prominent producer now, and I wish I like knew who it was, bro, because he was doing that shit for like, it was like how to make like a trap beat, how to make like an EDM beat, how to make like a house beat, how to make like vaporwave, like it was like literally everything, bro, like, and it was just like funny ass videos like that, like bro would just like throw little like, I can't be like super specific, but bro would just like he'd just throw a bunch of comedy skits in there. She was super funny, man. I wish I could find that channel. Facts. And it's crazy to think about
shit
that.
Like that give you that motivation, though.
Bro, for real. Because it's crazy to think about how I was watching those videos back in 2015 before I even knew what beat making was. And lo and behold, I'm sitting here working on my beat making program every day now. Like, it's just dope. It's dope as fuck, bro. It's crazy. The world is crazy, bro. The world's a crazy place.
Shit, I remember when I was young, I used to motherfucking watch Hip Hop Harry. Like, when I be thinking about shit, I be like,
go Harry.
Yeah.
Go.
That's why I be on the sub bar. I be like, hoping somebody catches it. I be like, who's next?
Facts,
go.
Go,
Nigga, yo,
Harry.
bro. I used to really be, bro. I used to be freestyling to that beat, bro.
Bro, that shit's hard, man.
Dun, dun, dun,
you valid for that one, homie.
Yo,
you valid for that, bro.
For real, when the
Hip Hop Harry, bro, that shit.
That's how I knew I was really like I didn't know. Well, I didn't even know, bro.
Yeah.
To be honest, cause I just.
But like once you like put the pieces together,
I liked it so much, bro, that. Like, cause I used to, he used to always make shit rhyme, and they used to have all those segments when they were just rhyming and shit. I wouldn't say I learned from that. I probably did learn from that.
Yeah, subconsciously, and you ain't realize it.
And then, just being from Brooklyn probably added more of a oomph to it, because then I used to hear my step pops play Jay-Z and fucking Beanie Siegel.
Yeah, no, you just hear that
shit. Dude,
and that's the same thing. I was listening to like that rap music growing up and shit like that too. Like, and it was always just because dude, it's crazy. I was like 5'6" on an iPod, bro. On like one of the little iPods with no screen type of shit. Listening. Yes,
the little,
bro.
The little clips, bro. I used to love them.
Bro,
I really want to buy one of them.
I'm talking about them little like shits, bro. I would be listening to music on that, and like I wouldn't even understand what I was listening to, bro. I just loved the music. I didn't even know, type of shit. Like I was listening to songs like my milkshake, bro. And like I go back and listen to that song today, bro. That beat is insane. Like how that shit even come in, like
yes.
Like that shit's like for like you could tell like that shit's like that's pretty hard, bro. And then another song is like is by somebody like Murphy Lee, bro. I was listening to like Murphy Lee back in the day, bro. If you know who that is, bro. Peace up, A-Town.
Usher shit? Oh no.
Usher. Well, that's like there is an Usher one. But I think like or like there's this one. Hold up, let me go try to find this song, bro. I hope I can't play too much of it because I don't want the podcast to get like copyright striked or some shit. But but dude, this is a classic ass song to me, man. It starts with like a little police siren. It's like woo 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 whoop whoop. Dun 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 dun. Bro, dude,
that sound like another fucking Usher shit. I ain't gonna lie.
Hold up, let me find it, bro. Let me find it, man. Cause when I find it, like, I hope you know what it is. Dude, it's just like a super old ass song that I never thought I was honestly gonna be able to find again, and then I found it, and I was like, whoa, what the fuck? That's crazy. The fact, shouts out that Usher song, bro. Damn, okay. I'm definitely scrolled past it. I wish. Dude, this song was like so classic to me. But I was listening to like old ass, like basically just like old ass beats, before I even knew like really like what I was listening to type of shit. Like I didn't even know I was listening to those type of beats, and it just, I don't know. It's super crazy. I'm just gonna look up Murphy Lee. Okay. Dude, I think I definitely missed this shit. Song called Shake It Tail Feather.
Oh, Shake It.
2003.
That's Nelly, right?
Yeah, it's featuring Nelly. But it's by Murphy Lee.
Shake it like a tail.
Yeah. And then like, hold on, wait. This is the part I was talking about.
Shit like this is what I grew up on too,
Yeah,
bro.
And like listening to songs like that, bro, just like it completely it changed the dynamic for me, bro. I also like Black Eyed Peas too, bro.
Yes,
I was listening to
they had a
lot
good
of Black
little.
Eyed Peas.
They had a good run. I had Exhibit, I would say Exhibit, Eminem. Back in the day,
bro, I was
Eminem.
listening to Eminem before I even knew like really like what Eminem was, bro. Like
50 Cent.
Like listening to them star songs on Eminem. Facts, bro. That shit 50 Cent, bro. Like, bro. In fact, some of them Eminem, bro. I remember I was like young. I used to blast that little "I'm not afraid to take a stand. Everybody, come take my hand. Come take my... Bro, that shit.
It's not even supposed to rain
Shit
no more.
hard. Damn.
The weather be bipolar as fuck.
I swear, South Carolina do have some bipolar weather, man. They really do. Shit, dog. Those are some good mantras, my homie.
Hell yeah.
I feel like that was pretty solid, my man. That's a nice little, a little way to get some conversation rolling for this episode.
That's a fact, man.
That was super dope, bro.
That's
Shit.
a fact, man.
I feel like this also, just a good spot to go on ahead, wrap it up, say what we gotta say, and then, bounce. And we gonna start working on some more music.
Let's do it, man. I got let me tell these niggas what we got going on. Me and Smitty in the motherfucking booth. I got my rap juice. I offered him some rap juice, but I don't know when he gonna go get a cup, but I think he gonna go get a cup when we wrap this up.
That's all right.
You sure you want some rap juice?
Yeah.
My man Smitty gonna drink some rap juice with me, and we gonna be in here vibing, sliding. I just rolled another motherfucking, you know what I mean?
Yeah, sir, you know what I mean?
You know what I'm saying? We got the vibes automatic, and we probably gonna catch some little footage, you know what I'm saying? Some little raw footage.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? You know how we do.
Y'all know the deal.
That's just the vibes between me and Smitty. It's Jedi.
And it's your boy Smitty.
And it's the motherfucking committee, and we'll see y'all when we see y'all.
Yes, sir. Make sure to go stream Jedi and Smitty Collection out now on all platforms. All platties. All platforms.
All platties.
Go stream
Apple.
Right now. Also,
Spotty.
If you're listening to this podcast and you ain't listened to the first episode of the podcast, go back and listen to that first episode of the podcast to really get a feel for who we are as individuals.
Amazing questions.
I feel like that's really something you need to go tap into, especially since this episode 4, Get your shit together. Go back to episode 0.
Get your shit together.
Come on now. Puff your chest out.
Yeah.
All right. Deuces.
Deuce.